Hi, my name's Caroline Ellison and I'm a counsellor in Fleet, Hampshire. I work with individuals and couples, and today I want to talk about couples therapy and infidelity when it comes into the room. This is a really difficult area to work with and is painful for the parties involved, especially for the person who's found out that their partner has had an affair. The way that I work with infidelity is using the Gottman method, which is the three A's: atonement, attunement, and attachment. And these three stages, they're incredibly important, and it really is necessary to do the work with each three of the phases, starting with atonement. Atonement is where the hurt party, the person who's been hurt, has the opportunity to ask any questions they want, absolutely any question whatsoever, to their partner. It's really important that they have this space to communicate with them, question them, and just to get as much information as they feel necessary or required in order for the healing process to progress with regards to moving through the infidelity and how it's impacted the relationship. The other person, the person who had the affair, it's incredibly important that they show remorse, that they're 100% honest, and that they're willing to answer these questions. One thing that I always bear in mind, and I recommend to my clients, the hurt party, is not to ask about specific sexual details of the affair. When an affair occurs within a relationship, there is a PTSD element to it that the hurt partner experiences, with intrusive thoughts and images that come into their head. And these intrusive thoughts can appear at any time. So if they then go on to ask for more details about sexual activities, that can create images in their head which can then exacerbate the PTSD that they're already experiencing. So from a repair perspective, I always advise that that's not necessarily a good idea to ask those specific questions. Once the atonement phase is complete, and this takes as long as it needs to take, it can take a month, a week, a day, an hour, very rarely an hour actually. In my experience, it takes a while, but there is no limit of time on this. It is unique to the relationship and to the parties involved in the affair, as in the relationship. But once the atonement phase is complete, it gives you an opportunity at that time to examine what happened in the relationship, what happened with the other person who had the affair, what was going on for them, and to sort of explore that area of the relationship. The next stage that you go through into is attunement, and attunement is where you can get the couple to reconnect, to learn how to avoid conflicting conversations, to tell each other how they feel, and to help them build different forms of different ways of communicating with each other, and opening up that sort of communicative opportunity for them so that they can talk before things go south like they already have. And it's a really good building trust process, and it brings them together, and it really starts to rebuild that relationship. After you've got through that attunement phase, you then have attachment. Now, attachment, according to the Gottman, is essentially marriage too. And it's not a new marriage, it's the same people in the same marriage, but you're reconnecting, you're recommitting essentially to that relationship. And it's building on that attachment, and it's building on the relationship and finding new ways to connect and be together. It's also really important at this point to clearly boundary what are the consequences should a betrayal occur again, because that might be something that is pertinent to the relationship, or it might be something that's important for the hurt partner or the person who had an affair to discuss. So according to the Gottman theory, you've got the three A's, you've got the atonement, attunement, and then the attachment. If you go through these three phases, your relation has every opportunity to heal from the infidelity, from the affair, because you can put the affair behind you, you can focus on the present, which will enable you to have a strong, healthy future relationship together. I hope that this has helped, and I thank you for listening. If you are in relationship difficulties, or if your relationship is in crisis and you're looking for a relationship therapist, please do get in touch with me, and if I have availability, of course, I will help you. And that's it. You take care of yourself and take care of each other, and thank you very much for listening. Bye bye.